Alrighty then. Let me just get this other camera here all mighty fine, and I think we'll be doing good. Well, hello there, everybody. Welcome back. How you doing? Monday. You got the Monday fever? I do too. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty tired right now. So Monday it is. What are we talking about? And I thought I would answer a pretty common question on here that I see a lot of people is, are you in a band? Do you tour? Why aren't you touring? You're, you're wasting your playing on YouTube. You should be out touring in a band. And I guess I can sum the whole video up right here. I'll go in more detail. And the reason that none of that stuff is true, or is a thing, is because I don't want to tour. Touring is extremely difficult. I've played in a lot of bands, since I was a teenager, and played a bunch of shows, and I love playing live, but I kind of like what I'm doing now, a little more with the clinics and stuff like that. They're more spread out. But the overall thing is I don't want to tour. I don't want to be gone, months at a time. So essentially, like not this year, but 2 years before it, I traveled a bunch. I was basically gone every single month for at least a week, sometimes 2 weeks, and I missed stuff, and the most important thing for me is being home. I love being home and being with my family and being with my son, my wife, my son, all that kind of stuff. I can't replace time lost. And it's funny because I used to always view work, and I was like, working hard, like I'm not afraid to do that. All that costs me is time. And it's funny because as I'm getting older now, and as my son Mason's 7 years old now, it's crazy. I have an ever-growing appreciation of time. Please, if you're a touring person, don't think that I'm like talking poorly of you at all. This is strictly my own opinion, and obviously my situation's different. You guys have been so gracious and given me this amazing opportunity to do the YouTube stuff, play music. Musically, I'm completely fulfilled. I get to write the music that I want to play, all that kind of stuff, all the time. And don't ever think that I'm not like thankful, that I don't appreciate it, that I don't 100% understand how lucky I am, and that it's for you guys that I get to do this. But I just there's nothing that can make me want to trade time anymore. Like I said, the older I'm getting and stuff like that, the more I'm just like grabbing time and holding on to it. So what happened, which kind of really brought on this whole big thing for me, I've never wanted to tour, basically ever. So that this event isn't what triggered this. I knew very early on, I loved being home. Ever since I was a kid, vacations, all that kind of stuff. I would always ask my parents, I was like, can we just stay home? I'm like, I just want to be home for a week, and not have to do anything, and I think that'd be great. So I've always been just like a total homebody. Like I love being home. What happened was, like I said, when I was doing all this traveling the past 2 years, I was doing a lot, a lot of different states, different countries, all kind. I mean, I don't remember how many trips I took. It was so many though. It was like a ridiculous amount, and it was just kind of like putting in your time a little bit. I was like, I get it. Sometimes you gotta grind it out a little bit. But I ended up missing, I had to go out to California, and I missed Trick or Treat with my son. This was 2 years ago now. Maybe it was 3 years ago. But basically, what I went out to California to do never even turned into anything. And I missed it. That was when we first moved in here. It was first Trick or Treat in our new neighborhood, and I missed it. And I 100%, I remember sitting on the plane thinking about it. I was like, this is it. Like, I don't miss stuff anymore. Like, it doesn't happen. You know, everything comes second to this from now on. And, you know, at the end of the day, I still get to play music all the time. I still do all this stuff. I'm thinking about starting a band again and just doing it for fun. Like, the last band I was in was really, really good. The only thing that happened was we were all just, you know, we all have families and we're super busy. And it kind of like fell apart after a year or two. But even with that one, we all kind of agreed that the money side of it was not why we were doing the band. You know, it was 100% for fun. We just wanted to write some rock songs, play music. That was it. You know, we didn't want that money side getting in the way of like, oh, how's the money split? Like, we're like, we don't even care if we're getting paid to play this show. This is just for fun for us, you know. And that was just kind of, that one was, and it was great. That was one of my favorite bands that I've ever been in, because we just had fun the whole time. You know, there was no stress. It was just fun. Now, with all that stuff out of the way, why else would I not want to tour? Well, it would depend. Even if there was a situation, say that I was offered some crazy tour with some, you know, insane artist or something like that, I guess I would really have to like approach it as, is it something I want to play? And again, I understand my situation is probably a little bit different, you know, because I have this other thing that has been built up over all these years, you know, YouTube and teaching, but if it's not like a type of music that I'm passionate about, I don't know if, like, mentally if it's worth it. You know, like, most styles of music are really fun to play live, regardless. But I just don't know if I would, like, look at it and be like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a blast playing, you know, whatever, you know, country song for the 1,000th time or something like that. I would just kind of be like, yeah, I'm just kind of over that. And you know, it'd be different if you're playing your own music. Like I said, you know, doing the clinics and stuff now, to me, are a lot of fun. Every few months, I go somewhere, we do some clinics. It's, you know, it's my own music. It's real, you know, it's small, it's fun. But I actually get to see the places that we're in now. And like I said, that I love. That is fun. You know, and I don't think I need to be home every single second ever. I don't mind that stuff. It's just whenever you're gone for weeks and weeks and weeks, that is what really turned me off to the idea of touring. So other than that, there you have it, guys. That is going to be, like I said, touring, I just think, is not for me. You'll notice a lot of touring guys typically seem to not have kids and stuff like that. And, you know, that time to me is it's just too precious, to be honest. And to be totally fair, I just like doing this stuff too much now. Like, I love making videos. I love thinking of different video ideas. I love, you know, chatting with you guys in the comments. I feel like if I had to leave for like 3 months, I couldn't do that kind of stuff anymore. And not that there's anything wrong with touring. It's just, like I said, it's just something that I don't think ever made sense for me as a person. So to kind of answer the question for everyone, that's kind of why I think the touring thing will never happen to me, happen for me. And you know what? I'm totally fine with that. So other than that, guys, we're gonna bounce on out of here. I will see you later. Peace out and keep on rocking. Woo!